Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday. It's the 14th of June, 2021. Welcome to the Day Weather Podcast, being brought to you by Chugwater Chili, the gourmet spice of Western life. The 35th annual Chugwater Chili Cook-Off is coming up this Saturday, June 19th. Chili tasting, ranch, rodeo, and more. Go to chugwaterchiliCookoff.org for more information. And here's the forecast for the Chugwater Chili Cook-Off on the 19th. It actually looks pretty good. We won't be as hot, highs mid-80s, a bit of a southwest breeze. That's pretty good for Chugwater. Couple of late-day thunderstorms. We don't expect many, but a couple may pop up late in the day. Something we'll keep an eye on. We're going to have intense heat here to start the week, folks. Triple-digit temperatures in some areas. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday will be the peak of the heat. Only isolated thunderstorms in this hot weather, so a couple will pop up. We've had some around in some areas, mainly east of the divide. That may happen again, but we really don't see very many. Hot temperatures are, though, going to ease some. Now, late this week, into the weekend, and into early next week, we're going to show you a bit of a change that will bring some relief from the heat. High fire danger will persist as relative humidities, especially along and west of the divide, are rock bottom. High fire danger going to be with us here for many more days in a row. Wanted to show you some photos. I forgot to show you this last week, but a reminder that, and I'll give you an email here in a minute, if you've got a great weather photo and you want to share it in the Day Weather Podcast, be more than happy to show folks your great weather photo. This is from Vince Bodiford in Cheyenne. This was during the big thunderstorm that hit Cheyenne last Tuesday, June 8th. These are mammatus clouds, a real sign when you get clouds like this of severe weather with thunderstorms. And what makes these clouds amazing is just the look. But when you take these photos in the evening with the changing sun, you can get some spectacular photos. So thanks, Vince, for sending that photo along. Now, I want to share with you something that I witnessed over the weekend, which was a dust devil in the snowy range over the Mullen Fire area. We saw several large dust devils. We should really call them ash devils because it was picking up the ash from the fires, but the hot weather caused these large dust devils, and we posted the video at the Day Weather Podcast, the Day Weather video on YouTube. So go to Day Weather YouTube and you will see the video of this really remarkable large dust devil. Don't forget, send your photos to podcast@dayweather.com. That's podcast@dayweather.com. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on right now, and it's all about this guy right here. Just a massive dome of hot high pressure. You see that 597? That's about as strong as a high pressure ridge you're going to get, centered right over the Four Corners area. So the heat continues to build over the southwest United States, and we're cut off from any really good moisture supply, and this upper level low remains anchored. So we're in a log jam, and this log jam is going to persist through midweek. This is what temperatures are going to be like today relative to average. Anywhere you see yellow, orange, or the gray, or the brown, or the white, relative to averages, that's where it's going to be the hottest. So you can go way up into Canada, throughout the Great Basin and the Intermountain West, into the Northwest Corn Belt. The bullseye of the heat, though, Montana, Wyoming, parts of Idaho, parts of Colorado, and Utah. As we go into temperatures today, this is what they're going to look like. Lots of 90s. We've got some lower 100s up here in the Bighorn Basin of Wyoming, southern areas of Montana, 90s across the plains, and of course this just oppressive heat, but actually very typical for June, going on here in the desert Southwest. This is where temperatures really go crazy tomorrow. These are temperatures that are going to be above average relative to normals tomorrow. And the bullseye is right here. See this white? I mean, talk about northern and central Wyoming and Montana just baking. These are going to be record-breaking temperatures tomorrow. That white, you're talking 30 to 35 degrees above the average. So you're talking about the peak of the heat tomorrow in those areas. And this is what temperatures and conditions will look like as the high pressure ridge reaches its peak strength over the Four Corners area on Tuesday. Temperatures on Tuesday, and you can see 107, 109. Look at that 110 in Montana. Northern and central Wyoming hitting the 100s. Expressive heat in the desert Southwest, hundreds along the Wasatch Front of Utah. Across the western slope of Colorado, some 100s. So just an incredible wave of heat. However, Notice right here, the high pressure ridge doesn't have that nose north. It breaks down. So let's go back. See the difference here between what's going to happen tomorrow and what's going to happen by Thursday and Friday. The trough that's currently here gets a push up into Canada, and basically it beats down that high pressure ridge and says, okay, I'm going to knock you down and back a few notches, and you're going to go more down into the desert southwest. And this is allowing more moderate air to come in during the second half of the week. Then by Father's Day Sunday, notice this. Look at this. We've got a trough coming into Canada. The high pressure ridge is retreating off the west coast and into the deserts of California. This is where the axis of heat gets pushed, and this allows northwest winds to come in. So we're going to cool off. There'll probably be some showers and thunderstorms as well. So I know the heat is going to be oppressive for many of you here for the first half of the week, but there is help on the way. We're going to see subtle cooling Thursday and Friday, bigger cooling late in the weekend and into early next week. Look at these temperatures relative to average. This is going to be by Father's Day Sunday. So Father's Day Sunday is actually going to be cooler than average in many areas along and east of the divide. The heat still staying west of the divide, but east of the divide, we're going to get that cooler air to come on in. So there is a break from the heat coming. Let's hope there's going to be some rain with it, and there should be. There should be some showers and thunderstorms developing along that front late in the weekend and early next week. Not a lot, but some. We continue to wait for the monsoon moisture flow in these areas here to kick into gear. It's not going to happen yet. Again, it's going to be right at the end of the month and into early July before that happens. Don't forget to go to the Day Weather YouTube to see the video of that big dust devil, and don't forget to subscribe. And also don't forget to use checkout code ChugwaterDon at chugwaterchili.com to get 20% off and to get more information on the Chugwater Chili Cook-Off coming up on the 19th. Have yourself a great Monday, everybody.